I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here. Friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
If you have just joined, you have... Gyökeres!
Yes, they do.
Arsenal with the corner, they're first. Great vision. Lewis Skelly is onto this.
Bellingham. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks, providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Lewis Skelly.
Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Not the best distribution from the keeper.
Lewis Skelly threads one in. It's a threatening ball.
Madrid, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
That's been slipped through. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham.
He'll try from distance! Sensational from Bellingham! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Alexander-Arnold. He's on it. Can he get away? And here's Vinicius Junior.
And he's found, takes a shot! And that's in! And they're threatening to fly away here! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And yes, it's him again. So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Valverde. Rice. Ødegaard.
30 minutes gone.
Now, can they get him away? Carreras.
Ah, good steal, he just read it.
This looks promising. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Eder Militao. And it's Tchouaméni.
Passes short and sharp. And he's got the beating of his man. And the finish! Yes! They are purring, truly purring. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Madrid find a position of real strength now. Oh, they can break here.
Saliba gets over and intercepts. Timber. Zubimendi.
Just 5 minutes left until the break.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Nicely shaped ball. Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Rice. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Gyökeres. Tchouameni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rudiger.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Madrid, clearly the superior force halfway through this contest. They lead 3-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Knocks it out wide. And it's Ødegaard. Looking to play him in. Valverde. Zubimendi. Lewis Skelly. Gyökeres receives it in a good position here. Vinicius Junior. That's a little off target. Rice. Now Zubimendi. And that's another good win of the ball. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him. A smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game. He's in a great position here. That could spell trouble.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's got away from it. And the shot! It's a goal! They are playing them off the park. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal. Chance! Oh, terrific save.
Gyökeres completely showed too much of that to the keeper, and he'll be kicking himself for it.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Jesus. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Flings in. Impressive job. Oh, he's hit the bar. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And here's Ødegaard.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's intervened well there. Looking for options for movement. Tchouameni.
Gabriel Jesus really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And the pass is intercepted. Calafiori. Ødegaard.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So we have movement on both benches. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Eze. Trossard. Good ball, good take. He's beaten the last man. Decent chance!
Well taken goal. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And now he has two. And a chance! He's got a goal!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think shot a goal! And a neat finish!
How smart was that? Such a delicate finish.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
He's had it taken off him. And it's Marino. He's free, he has got space. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's a shade optimistic. Timber. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Eder Militao goes sliding in. Well, he's looking at the referee, but... And that is that. Madrid can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least a new chance! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Mbappe. Gabriel gets over and intercepts. Trossard. Looking tidy in possession here. Lovely, now then. Driving through the middle. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That looks a cracking ball. That's the keeper's ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. And Carreras. He's picked his way through. Carreras scooting forward. And no, he's seen through all of that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Havertz! There's the delivery.
Oh, great leap! It's in! They are purring, truly purring.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Rudiger did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to...
Oh, great chance! Shot a goal! And no mistake!
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Ødegaard. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Now this could be a chance.
Takes a shot!
And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Zubimendi picks it up from the goal kick. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do. Trossard really needed to concentrate.
Mbappe.
Goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And here's Havertz. And it's Lewis Skelly. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Chouameni. Vinicius Junior. That is good alertness. Ødegaard. Now it's Trossard. And here's Havertz. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Ødegaard. Lewis Skelly. Bellingham. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And no, that was never going to make it. Ødegaard. Now it's Trossard. Locks it into space. And he certainly
Tries a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Havertz actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
This possibly the last play of the half. Plays a sharp little ball here, and he's intervened well there. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Madrid are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. So there was the first half.
I think it shows you the danger of not killing off the game when you've got the opportunity. It might be level on paper, Peter, but we know who has the momentum now to go on and win this.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Threads one in.
And the finish!
Denied by an instinctive save.
Havertz really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And now they can spring out of defence. And that is expertly dealt with. Valverde. Trossard. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Tries to get it clear. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Havertz. And here's Trossard. And he was alert to it. Eder Militao gets it clear.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now. Well, it's a move of great promise.
And the shot! And he's lifted it over.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Ambitious ball here. Saliba tries to clear. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Trossard. Trossard proves just a little bit too strong. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Calafiori. Nicely weighted ball. Shaped ball. It's a threatening ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief.
Carreras makes the interception. Trossard tries to play it through. Valverde. Luis Skelly looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Ødegaard. He's being urged to shoot.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Rice. Alexander-Arnold. Now, can they get him away? Valverde. Looking for the run. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Ødegaard. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Rice. 75 minutes played.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Raya claims comfortably.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Vinicius Junior. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that was nowhere near his best. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And here's Trossard, and here's Havertz. Alexander-Arnold. And he's there to retrieve it. Pass somewhat off target. The final 5 minutes. Now that's well seen too. Played into space. And the pass is intercepted. Looking to play him in. Trossard. And he's managed to get free.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Gabriel cuts out the pass. Not the most accurate pass. Couldn't squeeze it through. That's it, there is no more. It is going to penalties. So, by accident or design, neither team is giving way.
Well, both managers would have preferred not to go this far, but here we are. It's about nerve control now.
So we've gone as far as we can go, and this will now be decided by penalties. Mbappe to go first. That's a brilliant read. Wow, talk about coming up with the goods.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Oh, sent him the wrong way.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Madrid are looking to keep pace here. Oh, that's going to annoy the keeper.
I think he instinctively knew the keeper was going to move.
Trossard is the man who's second in line. Keeper went the right way, but it was too good for him. This then to level matters. Oh, you're not going to save that.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Luis Skelly, the third man up.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
This for parity. Made it look easy.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Up steps Mr. Dependable. And he sticks it away.
I don't think there was ever any doubt, really, Peter. Certainly not in his mind.
Madrid have to score.
It's saved, and it's over.
So it has all ended in hurt. The team played their part in a... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
We are just getting started. And the pass is intercepted. This looks promising. Now the ball in. And that is expertly dealt with. Alexander-Arnold. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, it's hard to ignore Bellingham, Peter, because he's been compared to so many past England greats. His versatility, the unpredictability, those late runs from deep that make him a great threat. Will he reach those heights? He certainly has all the potential.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And here's Trossard. Rice receives it in a good position. Rice! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal! Arsenal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Arsenal have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now it's Mbappe. Timber calmly anticipates. He's in a great position here. Now this could be a chance. Bellingham. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now that's well seen too. Norgard. Now it's Eze. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now, can they get him away? Can he get it through?
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Aimed beyond the defence, and he was alert to it. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Eze. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Havertz. Havertz was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Chouameni. Bellingham.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Spread it left. Rice. The ball goes in. Nice interception, well timed. Mbappe. And that's a good ball.
Madrid truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Timber. And here's Havertz. And it's Zubimendi. Passes short and sharp. Closing in on goal. Howson defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Distributed tidily. Now it's Valverde. And he's managed to get rid. Trossard. Eder Militao. Norgard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Good ball, good take. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. And that brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Madrid go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8.
So we're underway for the second half.
Serán sustituidos por
Madrid can really do with some bigger names, because if they knew what they were doing.
That pass has been well intercepted. Rice. And here's Mbappe, looking for options for movement. Madrid do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Merino. That has been cut short.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
That is a great pick out. Chouameni. Alexander-Arnold could move up a gear here. And here's Mbappe. Eze. Gyökeres. Eze. Now it's Rice. Can he get on the end of this?
Gyökeres! And that's a sharp finish. And this is getting better and better.
Simplicity itself.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Arsenal are sitting pretty.
He's having a shot! Yes! It's all becoming so easy.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Bellingham.
Tries one from range.
And that is high.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Howson. Brahim Diaz. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Havertz. Zubimendi. That's been cut out, well played. Brahim Diaz. Great vision. Chouameni. And here's Ødegaard. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
That's going across goal. And it's claimed by the keeper. No way through there. Now it's Rice. Merino. Gyökeres finding himself in space. And that is not finding anyone. Into the last quarter of an hour. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now he's running away. Oh, he's on his own! Real chance!
And it's in! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football.
And the shot!
Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And it's Marino. Oh, strongly challenged there. Rudiger. Brahim Diaz. Just 5 minutes left. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Havertz. Eder Militao. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Oh, just a keeper now. Decent chance! And he hits the net.
You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
The two
7,
coaches are signalling
el dorsal
changes
5,
here, both at the same time.
serán sustituidos por
Well, they may be
el
down,
dorsal
but
11,
they're in no
el
mood to go
dorsal
quietly.
30. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Another
Habrá
pass
4
just keeps
minutos
it
de
ticking
descuento.
over. Rice. It's a pretty loose pass. He's on it, can he get away? And it's Rice. And he's cut it out. Mastantuono. Rodrigo is onto this. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Mbappe.
Oh, goes for a shot!
And that is that. Madrid have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.